Hey there, StarCraft fans! Guess what I found? It's another StarCraft Remastered Fastest Map Ever map in a replay. It's going to be from StarCraftWorld.net, and this is SCW 08 Space. That's the name of the map. Okay, it's going to be between Zealot and Gold SCV. 12 o'clock position is the Zerg player. His name is Gold SCV, which is kind of confusing, but over here we have a much better name for a Protoss. It's going to be Zealot, the Teal Protoss player. Your toss is better than my Terran, says Gold SCV. Oh, then why am I 7-1 versus PVT versus you last season? Wow, these guys know each other, man. They have played against each other before. Again, this is from StarCraftWorld.net. Gold SCV is actually the top-ranked player on this website with a record of 68-18. This player is incredible stuff. Over here, we do have Zealot. He's a little bit lower ranked. He has a C rating as compared to the A- rating that Gold SCV has. Nice dodging you have, says Zealot. Man, these guys, they're BM each other at these stages, weirdly enough. Anyway, we did find some higher level StarCraft Remastered Fastest Map Ever stuff. APM over 200 here for Gold SCV, over 300 for Zealot right now, which is just dead impressive as the spawning pool comes up, and a hatchery at his choke for the Zerg player. Now, the reason this works, as I had explained to me in the comments, is that this mineral cluster is actually several mineral clusters stacked on top of each other, which allows a lot of probes to hit them at once here. And just kind of hacking the Brood War map editor allows you to stick pylons as close as you want to these nexuses and to these hatches and to these command centers. No big deal. Hilarious stuff indeed. Alright, so what we've got here is a ZVP fastest map ever. I really need to get a Terran one for you Terran fans, because while there was a Terran in the previous fastest map ever game that I cast, he died pretty quick. And then another one also died pretty quick. So it turned into a ZVP, and that's what we're going to have here. And I just realized that now as I started casting, but whatevs. If you have another site besides StarCraftWorld.net where I can find FME replays, let me know. I'd love to cast them. If we can find stuff with pro players, I would just be through the moon, through the roof with happiness about that. Throwing up, that's got to be a sunken. Yep, creep colony on the way to being a sunken colony. Some Zerglings in production. And this wall is looking, it's a gateway and it's a cannon, and maybe walling over here would be nice. But is there anything else for Zealot? Dude, he's making a second Nexus up here for pro production. And maybe for a better angle getting to that Vespene Geyser. But here come, wow, that's way more than 4 Zerglings. All right, oh, and it's not even a hard wall. Oh, Zealot, why? Alright, well, cannon goes down. Gotta cancel that. Yep, canceled whatever that was. Another cannon coming up, probably. And now you have Zerglings free inside your base, which is not anybody's favorite experience at all. Well placement of this cannon, though. That cannon cannot be surrounded, and therefore is very strong indeed. The Zerglings come back around, say, might as well get some free damage on this pylon. Hopefully supply block my Protoss opponent. And no, definitely not, as, bam, 22 out of 42 available for Zealot here. Why no middle gate, says Gold SCV. Are you scared? What? What's he talking about? What's the middle gate? You don't believe your control? Says Gold SCV. I don't know, man. Beats the heck out of me. But additional gateways coming up here. Look at this pylon. This pylon placement with the cannons really is preventing these Zerglings from getting in. This Zergling coming around the top side, trying to see what's up. Sees the second Nexus. Sees the pylon coming up in the top right-hand corner. Is going to try to take it down. Bop, 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 bop. But some probes show up and say, get away from our pylon. Be nice to it. Oop, errant shot off that cannon. You do get 2 shot by cannons, dude, so be careful with that. And the Lings look like they're just going to head on back home. I mean, nothing much to do here. You could kind of nibble at the edges of these pylons, but it's not going to do a whole lot. So just pulling back, throwing up Sunkens, defending his own front door. And here begins the hatchery production for Gold SCV. He's getting an extractor here too. Already has one up. It's always a very weird perspective when there's an extractor right on top of another extractor. It's not something that Blizzard ever intended to be possible, which is why it looks so very weird. Also, extractors, when they're hatching and they're morphing, look gross. They look like brains. They do. Alright, anyway, cybernetics core on the way here from Zealot. Another one? No, that just must have finished. Is what it did. Robotics facility coming up in the top right-hand corner. I'd love to see some Reaver drops. Can you imagine a Reaver drop in this situation? Oh my gosh, look at all these drones that are stacked up. Scarab comes in, bam! 14,000 drone kills. It'd be great. Zerglings trying to pressure the front. The Zealots say, get out of our neighborhood. We own this town now. Scrub. This is our town, Scrub. Name that game. You've probably played it if you're a Blizzard fan of any kind. Anyway, speaking of Blizzard stuff, Diablo Immortal, guys, that was not the greatest announcement ever. It's probably the most tone-deaf game announcement I've ever seen from Blizzard. It makes me worry about their future. I don't know how they expected to get a positive reaction from Diablo fans who want Diablo 4, being told that there's going to be a mobile game developed by another developer with a Diablo name on it, and it's going to be called Diablo Immortal. That's not going to resonate with StarCraft or Diablo fans. Really, there's a lot of overlap there, actually, StarCraft and Diablo fans. Zealots tried to make the run by, but the Zerglings blocked that quite nicely. And now the Zealots have to get on out. So nice control there by Gold SCV, making sure the Zealots couldn't get on in. That said, there are a bunch of Hydras out. Hydra versus Zealot, not that great for the Zealot. Ooh, shuttle on the way here. I do like a quick shuttle out of Zealot here. 10 drones at a time by Gold SCV, which is just insane. I mean, this kind of feels like a regular ZVP just because we have the Hydras, we have the Zealots, we're working on shuttle drop type stuff. We've got a couple Dragoons out. I mean, nothing much about this is all that different from other ZVPs that I've cast, but I don't assume, I know it's going to turn into something absolutely bananas here sooner rather than later. So got a bit of a Hydra wall here just to make sure that drops are not easy for Zealot. Where did our shuttle go? Here it is. It's got a couple Zealots in it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Getting another robotics facility. Already has a robotic support bay. He's getting a shuttle drive. Gravitic drive, I believe. Is that? Oh, hang on. Yeah, gravitic drive. Faster shuttle movement. Just to make sure that drops are a little bit easier to pull off. Yeah, this hatch count is up to 6 for the Zerg player at the 6-minute mark. That is the fun of fastest map ever, you guys. It is really, really fun. I should honestly get in and play some of this with you guys. Twitch.tv/FalconPaladin is where I live on Twitch, and every once in a while I do play with my subs and my followers out there. I've been doing StarCraft 2 in the past. It's been a while since I've done that. I really should get back into the habit. But some fastest map ever with you would be pretty entertaining, I gotta say. Either way, shuttle coming in doesn't have the speed boost yet, which means it's gonna die, and the Zealots that drop down here kill a single Hydralisk and then get just acid breathed to death there. Acid what? Acid something to death there? Well, needle spines. I forget. It's actually shooting needled spines. So needled to death is a more accurate way to put it here. And guess what we got? We got Storm, you guys. Storm's on the way from Zealot. Oh my gosh, Storm drops. Can you imagine Storm drops and Reaver drops together? I will fall off my chair in excitement for that. Corsair in production here from Zealot. Again, a nice wall of cannons here. Nobody's expanding because there's really no need to. You don't want to come down and expand and have to defend two places at the same time. There's your hive. Okay, now look, Gold SCV. If you are indeed 68 and 18 on this ladder you play, you have to have good Dark Swarm control, right? You're not just winning this thing by brute forcing Protoss players and Terran players with a bunch of Hydras and stuff. You need Dark Swarm to succeed. So what I'd like to see is some good Dark Swarm control is what I'm trying to say. There's a Spire. Where? Spire! Spire here on the left side for Gold SCV. I'm liking that. I'm liking that quite a bit. Guardians would be good on this map. Gonna sit over here and shell this, but I guess that's what the Corsair are for. Ooh, okay. Okay, mass shuttle here. I like it. So mass shuttle, so the Hydras can't focus down any one shuttle. They just have to hit the ones and hope that the targets they're going for are inside. Which you can't guarantee that. Yeah, look at this. Here we go. Oh, Overlord scouts in and does see this happening. Does see the shuttles and does see the High Templar and does see the drop potential. I like that scout out of Gold SCV very, very much. Look at these drones hanging out because you have to manually put them on the gas or on the minerals. And there's just so much going on right now. Gold SCV's APM is 200 plus at this stage of the game. Producing additional creep colonies over here. Some spore colony upgrades would be good, I gotta say. If you want to see what a spore colony looks like, join the Discord server. There's a link in the description and ask about it. Here we go. Oh, actually getting right through the hole there. The Hydras are not quite holding it. High Templar drop. The Storm. Oh, the Storm. The massacre of the drones was amazing right there. We're Corsair getting picked out of the sky. Shuttles dying here as well. Is there another potential for an unload here? Definitely not. These shuttles were empty. They were sacrificial. But dang, that drone loss. There's only 2 drones on the right side of the patches right now. This left side is fully saturated. So I'm not sure how much that matters. But wow, that was an impressive, impressive storm drop out of Gold SCV. He is just throwing up. Ooh, Arbiters now too. I kind of like Mass Arbiter. That seems promising. They just recall your whole army up here. I don't know. Oh, we're going for round 2. Drops are in. Where do the High Templar drop? I don't even see them right now. Any of them going to get out? Where are the, I don't even know. Oh, there's a storm. There it is. That High Templar gets the storm off. Wow. Again, the left side now of the minerals is completely gone. All the shuttles are going to die. That Corsair might make it home, but actually going to be stupid and chase this Overlord back into the base and get killed there too. So the storm drops, you guys. Nothing on the left side for the Zerg player. The right side is back up to fully saturated, or maybe. It's hard to tell. There's a maximum number of units that can be displayed here, and it happens to be 12 because it's StarCraft, and that's how many units you can make, or you can select. In StarCraft is 12. So Arbiters here for recall, for stasis, I guess. Trying to figure this out. Just a regular old gateway army attacking here into Gold SCV's front door. Sunken colonies. Getting wrecked fairly well by these Dragoons, and also kind of getting as good as they get, though, too. Observer flying on in. We got to be able to deal with lurkers if we see them. There are definitely lurkers out. I saw those with that previous drop. But now Hydras show up, and now all the Dragoons are dead. Was that just freeing up supply for Zealot? It might have just been freeing up supply. He's like, I don't need gateway units anymore. They're effectively garbage. Let's go see what we can do with them, because I need my supply for apparently a lot of Corsairs and Arbiters. You're still fighting? Man, these Dragoons are still doing stuff. I mean, they're dead now, but that was more effective than I thought they were going to be. What are their upgrades at? +1 armor, and that's it. So, Here's another attempt to drop up on the north side. The Hydras are trying to target fire down the shuttles. Unloading. Get that storm off. No, High Templar does get a storm on the Hydras, but that was not the target that they wanted to get. Did the drones get pulled? The drone pull was real from Gold SCV there. Okay, fantastic job getting the drone pull out, so a drop wouldn't have done a whole lot anyway. Not a big deal, but you do want to have, well, I guess a storm can cover both sides of this mineral patch, can it? It definitely can. Is that recall? Yep, recall ability coming up right now for these Arbiters. He's just making a lot of Corsairs and Arbiters. So I guess maybe you fly through here and just try to wipe out all of the Overlords and supply block your opponent. That would really be an effective way to kill him. Because even if he has a huge bank and a ton of hatcheries, he has to wait for Overlords to remake that army. That's a big deal. That's a big deal for sure. Another round of Dragoons coming in. I don't think this is freeing up supply. I really think this is just him saying, I have gateways. Let's go thin out this static defense. Is there another attempted drop up here? The drones got away. Corsairs flying on in. What are they? I guess maybe finding an Overlord to kill. And they do. 47 hits later combined with these 4 Corsair. So far so good. It looks like Old SCV has been the defender for the most part in this game, other than some early Ling pressure. Has been sitting here defensive. He's trying to get up to what? He's going for Ensnare to slow down drops and slow down Corsairs as they're flying around. More Dragoons attacking on in. And a lot of dead resources so far in this game for the Protoss. He's lost a lot of stuff, and he's given as good as he's gotten, I'd say, with the storm drops and whatnot, but it's been interesting. Yeah, this is just going to be waves of Dragoons. They've got +1 shields now. Nope, not even bothering with attack for some reason. Oh, he is now. It's on the way. It's in the top left-hand corner. Didn't see it. Sunken colonies slowly getting whittled down here, but they're almost getting replaced as fast. Right, as they're getting killed. Every time the Dragoons come back, there's another wall of sunken colonies here. It is the nature of fastest map ever, as you can replace stuff so stupid quickly. This is going to be a bit of a cannon rush. Okay, I'm liking this. It's a 14-minute cannon rush in a ZVP, so I think it's going to probably push the front and just make sure this little choke can't be much of a choke. Guess who's back? There's the recall. There's the storm, but great pull of drones there. Another great storm on these Hydras, wiping out a whole bunch of them, which is very nice. And these Corsairs made it out. I don't think the shuttles made it out of there. I don't think they're ever intended to really make it out of there. Guess what we have? Guardians. Guardians in production from Gold SCV. I am a fan of this stuff very much. The cannon rush is going to slowly push up here and make sure that putting down Sunken is really hard, and just continued Dragoon pressure. Gold SCV is struggling a little bit here. His bank isn't as big as I thought it was going to be. He's not officially maxed out, but he's close enough that I'm not really worried about it, I guess. This hatch, if this dies, this is going to be the death of a lot of the creep spread here. These drones popping out. Wrong time, wrong place. Just getting massacred there. And actually trying to pick off some of these lurkers are the Dragoons, but too many Sunkens, man. They got one lurker, but severely damaged as a result. And here comes some Hydras. Are they going to try to break this thing down? Oh, High Templar, storm. Storm them. High Templar, storm them. Turn around and storm them. Oh, cannons getting picked off, or picking off Hydralisks, rather. He's like, wait, what is this? What is this I'm looking at? Storm. Oh, these High Templar not storming are killing me. They're making me so very, very sad. At least this guy's alive. He still has a potential to storm if he's able to. Lurker's coming in. Lurker's going to try to shut this sucker down. More Dragoons. Oh, Dragoons on top of the Lurker eggs, though. Could be problematic for these Lurkers trying to come in. That said, eggs have a lot of armor. They take a while to kill, but forced to cancel on every single one of them anyway. And now all of these Hydras are going to die. They have +2 attack, but it's +2, +1, +1 right now for Zealot. He's got much better upgrades for sure. Continuing to push in. Yes, he is with the cannons. Multitasking pretty darn well. Is he coming back in? Oh, these are Corsair. Any Overlord that's not, like, directly in here is just getting killed by Corsairs. Is there any there's a couple Hydralisks here. There we go. Some better numbers than I expected. But they see the Guardians. They see the Guardians. The Guardians are hanging out right now. Those hallucinated Corsairs? I almost want to say that they were. Continuing to push in. It's a never-ending battle. Pushing in against this sort of a situation here with the Dragoons. And yeah, 11 Arbiters at a time. Oh, hallucinated Arbiters. Wait, one of them was not hallucinated. Goes for the recall. The storm. Oh, the storm drop on the drones. He predicted it. He anticipated the drones coming down here and wiped so many of them out. Again, I can't tell how many, and I really wish I could. But the number of drones killed in this game has got to be just insanely high right now. Reaver pushing the front. This is just... I mean, this is as much of an effort as you're ever going to see in a StarCraft game trying to break this front as a Protoss player. The Reaver's hitting pretty well. He's got 3 kills right now. Just continuing to make waves and waves of Dragoons versus these Sunkens. And what is your end game here, Gold SCV? What are you doing? Scott Queens, they do have Ensnare. I saw that being researched earlier. Also making a Devourer. What? One of these is a Devourer. No, this one. This one in particular. Hey, Devourer, you ugly. Whoop. Hey, Guardians, you ugly too, but Devourer extra ugly. I've always figured they were giant heads, but they're more just Mutalisks with their curved bodies and the little hollow space in the middle. Remastered helps you see details that you otherwise wouldn't ever have known about. So Guardian defense against Reaver is actually really good. That said, Storm defense against Guardian is also really, really good. Guardians can't dodge Storm at all, and they will get wiped out by Storm without some kind of support on the ground there. So be careful there, Gold SCV. Be careful with what you're doing. And also Dragoon's not bad either in small numbers versus small numbers of Guardians. Oh, hang on, High Templar. No, just you gotta get the Guardian, guys. He's doing damage to your Reaver right now. You can't. Are you just gonna let it die? There we go. Taking down the Guardian quite nicely. Here comes another. Oh! I think the Red Arbiter got picked off that time. I think we knew. I think Gold SCV was aware of what was happening. I think the Overlord might have been detecting that one. Dragoon gets killed. Here comes Reaver. Reaver sneaking on in again. Oops, it's a new Reaver. Are you old Reaver? Nope. Neither of you have kills, unfortunately. It's very, very sad. And bam. Oh, holy Mutaflock, though. Mutaflock that took out an early Arbiter. Oh, bait for the Storms, though, maybe. Okay, that was some pretty fantastic Storm out of Zealot. Crikey. And here we go, continuing to push with the Reavers. Can you mine out of this? I don't think... No, 47,000 minerals on that mineral patch. You're not mining out anytime soon. Reavers unsupported die real fast, as we can see there. Trying to focus down the High Templar a little bit there, but nope, some Zealots wander in. A nice Storm on top of the Lurker to kill it, and this Hydra gonna get stabbed in the face until it is dead. The Zealots getting poked up from the ground there too, until they're also dead. No goon upgrades, says Zealot. What are you talking about? No goon upgrade. Does he not have... Oh my gosh, he doesn't have singularity charge? He doesn't. I didn't even notice that. He doesn't have singularity charge. Oh, that's amazing. All right, well, that's going to help in future Dragoon attacks. Gold SCV is not happy at all. Dude, these storm drops are just... They don't stop. They really don't stop. Is he... Wait, we actually can see the total number here of drones on this, and it's not maxed out. I think Gold SCV is in big trouble. Big super trouble with his drones right now. I mean, these probes have been effectively left alone for the entire game. None of these probes have died at all. Gold SCV has not been able to be aggressive whatsoever. What is your end game, dude? What is your plan here? I recognize that you're throwing up 1 million spore colonies and 1 million sunken colonies, and you have a good number of mutalisks, and you have some guardians, and you're making more guardians too. Here's another attempted drop. There's the unload. There's the storm. But this is just Gold SCV dealing with wave after wave of Zealot pressure. Zealot sending in units, most of them being hallucinated, which is actually a pretty cost-efficient way to live. And then trying to get storms down. That storm wasn't brilliant at all. But hey, they can't all be winners, right? They can't all be winners. More Reavers coming out of this quadruple robotics facility play. Maxed out here is Zealot, and yeah, man, Dragoons with singularity charge. Pretty good against Guardians, as it turns out, especially with Reavers backing up to kill the Hydralisks that are coming to try to support the Guardians. Really nice combination here from Zealot. I'm liking it. Guardians trying to fight against the Dragoons. Are there enough Dragoons here? I don't think so. Again, they're not a bad answer to Guardians, but if they're outnumbered by like 1, you're going to have a bad time here. Another Guardian dies, though, and more Dragoons are popping up. Fantastic storm, which kind of gets walked into a little bit there by Gold SCV. More Guardians are getting killed. More and more Hydras in production here. This just feels like a never-ending battle zone. Big time Reaver hits. Good storms, too. Hydra count very, very low. But where are the rest of the units here? From Zealot, this Guardian gets an easy kill on this Reaver, who does have, well, I mean, he's got 7 kills, but he's going to go to the Reaver heaven in the sky, wherever that happens to be. More Dragoons pushing in. Who's got the advantage here? Hi-oh, says Zealot. More Hydras showing up. They've got +2, +1 right now. Fighting straight up against Dragoons, they're going to trade really, really well. Especially with Lurkers coming in from the right side to pan for them a little bit. More Reavers showing up, but guess what? There's Guardians. So good luck with that, friends. So a lot of Hydras are getting killed here. The resources lost tab is going to be insane at the end of this game. High Templar, no. Good, decent storm. All right, decent storm here, but keeps making Guardians. And you know what? It's almost enough Guardians to where you want Scouts. I know Scouts are bad. Scouts are really bad in StarCraft Brood War, and it's because they're so expensive for the little utility that they give you. They're just not cost efficient in any way. They are, however, good against big stuff that's in the air, like battle cruisers and carriers. And, well, good game, says Zealot. Wait, what? Is he calling the offensive GG here? Continuing to push up with Reavers. Papa. Guardians from the left side. Gonna try to snipe them. Dragoons coming up here too. Where are the High Templar at? I don't know, but focusing down the Reavers would be a priority. Coming from the top side too, though. This is just some kind of a sight here. It's a 360 surround. Well, maybe a less than that surround, but a pretty darn good surround of Guardians versus a Dragoon Reaver army. And I like this out of Gold SCV. That's a great play. Splitting up so that the storms can't hurt you as much. And then just taking down whatever comes into your little choke area there. It's pretty darn good. I probably could wipe this out too with Guardians if you were careful about it. I guess if you're worried about storm. Be aware there is not any storm, I guess, is what I would be trying to say here. Working on Scarab damage increases the damage from Scarab from 100 to 125 because it needed additional damage, you guys. A 100 damage shot was not enough, according to the balance designers for StarCraft. And they included that upgrade. Guardian upgrades are +3 armor, no attack upgrades whatsoever here. Flyer attacks is on the way. This is more Storm Drop. This is more Storm Drop. How many kills? 33 kills on that High Templar. Are you kidding? Fair enough. So at least we know what kind of damage is being done on these storm drops. 33 kills on that High Templar. I can't imagine he got those anywhere else. Like, you come in here, you die. So that was his first time dropping in, and he gets off with 30 plus kills. Most of those are going to be drones. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I like it. All right, so Zealot has a nice little contain here, and I just like what he's doing. I like that he keeps pushing with this little Dragoon Reaver composition. Maybe some High Templar would not be bad. You know what would be really good here is Dark Swarm, though, against the Dragoons. That said, Gold SCV perhaps is not all that interested in going for the Dark Swarm, which is it's a little concerning. And it does not bode well for his future. That is Kadarin Core upgrade, which makes your Arbiter start with, or not start with, but 50 more possible energy for them. From 200 to 250 energy. And Kadarin Amulet, which is the same thing, but for High Templar. You never see Kadarin Core researched in actual games of StarCraft. It has to be in these insane little ones with fastest map ever type potential. So, Gold SCV sitting at 160 supply. He does not really have a big bank compared to the 15,000, 7,000 bank that Zealot is dealing with right now. And he just continues to throw Dragoons at this. It is the very slowest push of all time for Zealot right now. The Guardians are in trouble. Again, Guardians without support from anything else on the ground versus things like Dragoons versus things like Marines, they're going to have a bad time. That said, here come the Hydras, swinging around from both directions. +3, +2 on those Hydralisks. Here is your engagement, and these Dragoons are so bad against Hydras. They're just not good. They're just not good against Hydralisks in any sense, any way, shape, or form. I mean, I could cast more of this, but it's really just Dragoons bleeding out on the ground here in blue blood. Kind of looks like Jello, maybe? A little too runny for Jello. Gak. Blue Gak. You guys remember Gak? Are you old enough to remember Gak? Am I that person? Am I that old person who says, hey, remember when this was a thing? Zealot. Throwing out the U-Mad. Ooh, the Ensnare combined with the Hydras, combined with the Spore Colonies. That's going to shut that down every single time. I really just don't see that happening. Well, I mean, it did. Hang on, did I slow this down? No, I certainly didn't. We're fine. That is the correct game speed. Drones trying to throw down every single sunken colony in the history of mankind. Bunch of them popping here too, though. This ground is eventually going to turn blue because there's so much Dragoon blood in it. I don't know what else to tell you, honestly. That's what we're gonna do here. Hey, look, more storm drops, doing some more stuff up here. And all the High Templar die, but we're down to a handful of drones. Not a handful, it's more than that. Well, Gold SCV is just not trading well here. He keeps getting dropped at the back. He keeps losing stuff at the front. He keeps being forced to make drones to make static defense instead of making drones for harvesting, which is honestly a problem. Guardians rolling in again. No, it's too many Guardians this time. Get out. Hey, guess what? Guess who's showing up? More Dragoons. They're 3-3-3 Dragoons. How often do you see that in Brood War? Huh? 3-3-3 goons? Never. Never happens. Alright, man. Gold SCV, I need you to do something. I need you to move out. I need you to attempt a Hydra drop or, like, do a Guardian push over this way. Something along those lines. I cannot believe how many Arbiters are being made at a time right now for Zealot. It's a lot, man. The problem is, you can't force your opponent to mine themselves out. That is one mineral patch, and it's 50,000 minerals on it. There's no way. There's no way that's going to get mined out anytime soon. And this is not a 4-hour game. I can promise you that much. I don't think I could cast a single 4-hour game. I think I would die. Casting a lot as is. Anyway, alright, so more Dragoon attacks in the Guardians. Hydras attacking. Sunkens from the top. Stop me if you've heard this one. And all the Dragoons die. Yeah, man, I just don't know how Arbiters are going to do a whole lot at this stage. That is so many spores. We got Sunkens that are going to crush your High Templar as soon as they hit the ground, let alone have time to cast anything. I don't know. What's your endgame here, Zealot? How do you break this? How do you crush this thing? Because I mean, I guess there was a tech switch into something air right now. Gold SCV would not have the gas to do it. He just made 7 Mutalisks. But honestly, if he just came in here with like a ton of carrier real fast out of nowhere, I think Gold SCV would be in trouble. I really honestly do. Guardians do have that +1 flyer attack. No additional upgrades will be forthcoming. However, for the Zerg Swarm, got Reavers with that 125 damage per shot, boys. We are cooking with gas now. Still attacking in. Dragoons dying. The Reavers are not interested in dying. They're like, hey, don't mind us. We're just getting out of here. That's the sound that they make when they go away. Okay, no, it's not. It's definitely not. Hold on. Is a Guardian actually... Holy crap! Guardians are actually attacking up here, and they're going to get stormed into oblivion. Please hold while you die to storms. There's a good one. There's another good one. Yeah, that's the problem with Guardian attacks, is that storm just erases them so effectively. I don't know. They can still sit back here and cause problems. Corsairs trying to get shots off. Mutalisks don't want to engage with Corsairs. Here we go. Breaking out is Gold SCV. He's going to shut down this little front summer home that Zealot established a long time ago. He's going to wipe that sucker out. Dragoons pushing from the top to the left-hand side. Oh, decided to go north, where all of their brethren and fathers and uncles and great-grandfathers all died. And yeah, 3/3 Hydras. No joke, guys. You notice how they kind of fling the sides of their heads out when they're attacking? Kind of like that dinosaur in Jurassic Park, the one that kills Dennis Nedry. What was that? I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I used to know dinosaur names. I don't anymore. Plus, they keep changing them. All right, Gold SCV. You're pushing. You're doing it. You're up 200 to 193 supply. The problem is, what the heck is that? Oh, Maelstrom. Dark Archon ability. I mean, you might as well have Dark Archons, I guess, is the concept. I heard a sound. What was the sound? Maybe it was a... Well, here's another attempted recall. Again. Oh, gets it down. The storms! The storms were good. Not great that time, but man, that one Arbiter in amongst many hallucinated Arbiters is hilarious. I can't believe it works as well as it does, but I guess, I mean, what else do you do? What else do you do as a Zerg player? You got to target fire the one that is not blue, I guess. You have detectors here available to help you with that. Hydra's pushing in. Hydra's pushing in right now. I think they need to make something happen is the problem for Gold SCV, because otherwise he's in trouble. Guardians pushing out across the side. Hydra's pushing in through the front. That is a lot of cannons. Hey, a Dark Swarm! 2 Dark Swarm! Victory! Oh, crap, storms. Less of a victory! Still. Okay, but Dragoons inside the Dark Swarm also benefit from the Dark Swarm. So, you're just going to be killing each other endlessly here. What you want to do is focus down the cannons from inside the Dark Swarm. Focus down new Dragoons that show up from inside the Dark Swarm. This is amazing. 9 Hydras being made at a time. Fast metabolic boost finally getting researched. And flyer attack too. Oh, alright. So now everybody's on even footing right here. Another Dark Swarm I don't think would be a miss. Like maybe right here would be good. Here would be really good. Here would be good too. But where are my defilers at? Oh, here he is. Consume something and throw down a Dark Swarm. Oh, great storm, great storm, great storm. It's an intense hold here from Zealot, but I think he's got it just because the Hydras have kind of stopped coming. And the Dark Swarm is gone here too. Come on, Gold SCV, you got this thing. You got this thing. Dark Swarm, you're not the #1 ranked player in StarCraft World Season 8 for nothing. It's actually almost over. Another week or so in there. Oh, Dark Swarm up. And it wasn't really necessary as there were only 3 Dragoons there. Anyway, so lost some stuff here. Lost a bunch of cannons. Lost some gateways maybe. But otherwise, I think Zealot's okay. Lost a ton of gateways down here too. Still has a whole bunch, like way more than I think he ever needs inside his main. Here we go again. Arbiter attack. single arbiter that is real. There's the recall. There's the storm. And the drones were out. The drones were gone. Hey, look at the Dark Swarm benefiting Zealot here. Oh, he left the Dark Swarm. Why would you ever do that? Why would you ever... It's fine. It's fine. It's 35 minutes into this game. Are you serious right now? Dude, this drone count, again, maxed out. Hard to tell, but only one on that right side. I just feel like the drone count cannot be healthy from Gold SCV based on this mineral count I see here of 200 in the bank for him right now versus the 9,000, 12,000 bank that Zealot is rocking at this stage of the game. Bam. Bam. What's in production? 12 drones. See? If Gold SCV has to replace drones instead of actually making attacking units, it's bad. Decent Plague actually catching the Reaver and the Dragoons, which are instantly going to die. Here come Lurkers. Oh, took a direct shot to the face there. And goodbye, Reaver. It was nice knowing you. Here we go again. Where's our one good Arbiter? There it is. There's the unload. There's the recall. There's the storm. I don't even see... I honestly don't even see the High Templar hit the ground there. There's the recall animation. Then storm happens, but I never see High Templar on the ground. It's amazing. How is that even possible? How is he doing this? Zealot, you're fun, dude. You're a fun guy. But this production tab is just full of stuff for Zealot. Zealots, Dragoons, High Templar, Arbiters, Reavers. We're working on Reaver capacity for 5 more Scarabs on these guys. I'm not sure the Reavers have that problem, I'm going to be honest with you. You know what? I think this slow push against Zealot with just wave after wave of Dragoons is finally starting to pay off. Man, the building's loss number is going to be through the roof for Gold SCV. The number of creep colonies that were and sunken colonies that were killed is going to be like 800, man. It's so many. And usually the number of buildings lost to a Zerg doesn't even matter, right? Because they don't have so many buildings compared to their Protoss and Terran opponents. Usually I just don't pay attention to it, but this time I'm going to pay attention to it. Dragoons, again, against unsupported Guardians. Some Hydras do come in to help with this, and there we go. The Guardians still need to help, though, guys. Hey, guys. Guys. Oh, holy recall of Reavers, Batman. That was a nice recall of Reavers. That's the most recall of Reavers I've ever seen. Pretty good storm here, too. A dark... Oop, never mind. The Defiler died. I was going to say a dark swarm would not be bad on these here Sunkens, but... it doesn't really matter. We're cloaking the Reavers. It's not hidden because obviously these here Overlords are present. Yeah, he can see it. He can see this stuff. The Overlords have the detection range available. Queen comes in to do, I guess, what? You could spawn Broodling on the High Templar. That's a good use for Queens, actually. Is spawn Broodling. Queens were actually a part of my... Goodbye, noob. I'm going home, says Gold SCV. Whoa! And Gold SCV taps right the heck out. At 38 minutes and 14 seconds, his supply was not good. It was like 120 something or so. He throws out the BM, and he's out. He doesn't have very much remaining, does he? No. No, he really doesn't. Here, we're going to back it up a tiny bit. It is weird how the rewinding works here, isn't it? Super fast-forwarded version of this game. Alright, so there's our pause. Let's get our stuff back because, come on, stuff. Alright, so what do we have here? We have a handful of Hydralisks. We've got a couple of Guardians here. It's 157 to a full 200 supply. There's your recall of Reavers. They're wiping out everything on the ground here. I think Old SCV saw the writing on the wall here. He only has 800 minerals in the bank. He's at 142 supply. The Dragoons are trading favorably with the Guardians. And yeah, this is just Reaver heaven right here. Dark Swarm not going to do a whole lot against these Reavers with these upgrades. And that 125 damage per shot is just amazing. And Okay, so is that it? Gold SCV is down to 140 supply. He's just made a whole bunch of Mutalisks, which are pretty good against this composition, but he's not doing much with them. And otherwise, what does he have? Otherwise, Corsair patrolling this area, so Guardians can't really get in. He's got his Mutalisks. He's got a Guardian here. He's got a couple Hydralisks. I'm seeing 2 on the map. And that's it. So, yeah, just war through attrition. That's all that was. Dragoons gave their lives by the dozens to win that game. I just can't even... I am through... Whew! I am just amazed by this game, is all. Let's check out the final stats real quick. Actually, before we do that, let's discuss. Let's discuss a little bit. What could have Gold SCV done to win this game? Guardians are too slow. They're going to get picked off by Psystorm before they ever get to here, right? Maybe Hydra drops would be pretty good. Actually, honestly, a Hydra drop with Dark Swarm or a bunch of Cracklings here too would be pretty fantastic. Especially if these Reavers are out of position and there aren't necessarily any Reavers here to defend. It'd be pretty good, but no attempted drops at all. I mean, that one push with Hydras was pretty good, but it just couldn't quite break through. So maybe try that next time. That's what I recommend for Gold SCV. All right, let's go to that final score screen. It's going to be a good time. 62,000 for Gold SCV compared to 63,500 for Zealot. So definitely a close game as far as that's concerned. But Zealot ended up losing 565 units and made 801. No, wait, 668. That's what it was. So, a lot of stuff there. Lost 59 buildings, did Gold SCV in that game. 68 lost by Zealot, though. It wasn't really that much of a problem. And look at this. Look at the discrepancy here. Gas mined, 35,000 to 68 in favor of Zealot. Minerals mined, 97,000, 125,000, and spent 12,000 and 16,000. So yeah, it was just the fact that there were so many drones continually being massacred over and over and over in this game that really made it a victory for Zealot. So good harassment. I did like that tactic of throwing Arbiters, just throwing Arbiters at you over and over again with a ton of hallucinated ones and then hoping they'll drop and get something done. Fun stuff for sure. All right, well, that is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.